G'day, and welcome back to Ranneko and Syfro are still playing Thimbleweed Park.
We never stop.
It's
We
so
can't
good
stop.
at just throwing extra junk at
Someone
us.
must always play Thimbleweed Park.
Apparently.
Okay, so we got the hint book,
got the hint
look
book.
in the hint book. Look how useful the hint book is.
We
You
will
take
in a
that
moment.
For a while.
Now let's have a look at this hint book. Oh, that's great. Except we've got a red
look how
thing.
useful that is. Yes, we have the red
Except-
gel decoder. It
okay.
is finally useful.
To be fair, that is
Okay,
a really
I
classic
thought that
thing.
would be I thought that would be much less obvious that you would need to use the red gel decoder.
Yeah, that is classic, and in fact I remember like Clue having that that method for hiding information. So yeah, that's cool. So
So
what
yes,
we do?
Fizz Scum will hard crash the game.
Yep, and take down the entire computer. Okay, go.
Awesome.
And yeah, it talks about the light and everything. So yeah, that's all good.
Yeah.
Now use it. Adventure.
Chuck mod.
West.
Go west.
North.
North.
Save
Fizz Scum.
Fizz Scum. Nice.
Get out of here.
Wow, that's a lot.
Robot arms module.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a
can we
lot.
swap to another character?
Nope. I don't know why
Okay, I
we're
guess I'll
standing
wait
here
for it to
while it's
reboot.
You're not doing
rebooting.
this without me.
I
Oh,
want to
I
be
see.
here too, please.
What?
Okay, so now they are
Oh,
trapped
now we're
in the
trapped.
factory.
Awesome, I guess.
I think we're locked in here now.
Which means hopefully we're near the end of the game.
Screw.
Except you have windows that are broken. Just
You
break the
are
windows.
trapped in the factory with no
Yes,
possible
we have
escape.
Break
bricks as well.
the already
We made that with
broken
the
windows.
before.
Millions of tubes and is no match for your little brains. This is the last chance to join me before I destroy you all. Shall
Didn't we
take a
crash his
vote?
computer?
All in favor of joining Uncle Chuck inside the magical mind of the Pillotron 3000 TM and ruling the world with him, say aye.
Do we get an
Very
option?
well, all in favor of being crushed by robot claws and burned by lasers and remaining pathetic mortals, say aye.
I.
I.
Abstain.
So be it. Let no one say I
Good
don't
job,
support
Ransom.
a strong democracy and the will of the people. You will now all die.
So, I would have thought that
So,
if
escape.
we reboot the computer, it would have broken Chuck.
Yeah, indeed. So escape is
But I
pick
guess-
up chair, apply chair to window.
Pretty much.
Oh look, you can't even interact with the
The
chair.
computer is in
what-
the
what
middle
a-
of rebooting.
What a surprise. What a huge surprise.
Clever. You crashed my computer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Emergency reboot. I have become one with Pillotron 3000.
Sure, I guess. Well, that's handy.
You will never get past my
laser
lasers
death?
of doom.
This is why we have a
You are
tinfoil hat!
doomed. Hold on, wait a second.
Really?
I want to turn down the volume so you can hear my maniacal rant.
Here is my
I
prediction.
just piped the sound in so it feels scarier. Lasers are actually as silent as a baby's bottom.
It could be.
You are doomed! You will never get past my
Okay, tinfoil hat
lasers of
might be an
death.
elegant way
You
to get past this.
pesky kids will never
I just
thwart my
wanted
plan.
to have her
You
wear
are
a tinfoil
doomed
hat.
against the AI power of Pillotron 3000.
Well,
Here,
it's working so far.
Counts right up. Counts right up.
I filed this as a bug report.
Yep, okay, tinfoil hat was the answer. Okay.
I filed this as a bug report.
Didn't feel a thing. Didn't feel a thing.
I don't know why
You
this
just
maze
wait
is
for the lasers of doom,
so
TM 2.0.
Wait,
long
wait.
now.
No, there's no button there.
Just wait for the lasers of doom.
Nope. I guess she's on her own.
Hey, it's a backlit huge fan!
I'm a huge fan.
For service called 7685.
7685. Someone's got a cell, but we don't have reception in here.
The cell
Wait, here we
phone has
might.
no reception.
No, there are literally windows. We're not even underground anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but she's gonna have a hard time getting past the
I
lasers.
filed this as a bug
Right.
report.
No, okay, she needs to get back off. She's gonna die. She's gonna die.
You say that like it's a
Or-
bad thing.
Let's send Ransom in. Let's just see what happens.
There is no way to get past my lasers of death, TM.
Yeah, no, and there's no button, so...
No, there's nothing. There's nothing to turn off the
It's spinning
lasers.
pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Anything
Okay.
else? Anything else? That's. Oh, we still have the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
The ghost, of course, the ghost can call it because obviously the ghost
7685.
has entry 7532.
It's a phone.
Yes, I know. I want you to freaking use the phone.
This is the fully automated fan service for fan number 37532.
Really?
Current state of the fan
Obviously.
is on. Turning fan off in 3, 2.
This is
Obviously.
using completely out of character knowledge.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
this.
This is some broken age shit right here.
I think I can squeeze past the fan now.
Overheating won't hurt me.
That's one
I guess it's
big
hot in here.
computer. Uncle Chuck continues to amaze
Well,
me.
There's a
Bring
slot.
it
There's a
on.
door.
I can take the heat.
It's a slot. There's some kind of mechanism inside.
So he says it's hot and all,
It
but our
only
character
works
doesn't
on
seem to be
vacuum
reacting.
tubes.
Your attempts
Hey,
to
we've got
overheat
Pepsi
me
Cola.
are pointless.
Can we pour the Popsy into the slot?
I don't want to waste it on that.
Oh, okay.
Overheating won't hurt
Okay.
I guess not, because
Oh,
that
this
The ladder's too hot.
is
to
the way
touch.
out
I
to get
see.
out.
The ladder's
That's
too
one
hot to
big
touch.
computer.
Okay.
Uncle Chuck continues to amaze
Can
me.
we refreshing Poopsie on it? On the
No, we
ladder?
can't. It already.
Overheating won't hurt me.
No.
Ouch! The door is really hot.
Bring it on. I can take the heat. Can
Okay.
you?
So there's a trapdoor up there. There's
Bring
other stuff.
it
Anything
on.
else intractable here?
Nope. What's
It's
that
a
number
phone.
again?
Oh, we need to turn the fan back on. Right, you are. 7, 8, 6, 5.
Nope, I don't think so.
I don't think that's it. No.
Overheating won't hurt me.
Okay. Double check. Look at this.
Yeah, double check it.
7685.
I was so close. I was so
Bring
close.
it
You
on.
were. Well
I
done.
can take the heat.
It's a phone.
But yeah, good thinking turning the fan back on.
And then we've got a way in,
This
which
is
does
the
involve
fully
that.
automated fan service.
Yeah.
Bring
Blah,
it
blah, blah.
on. I can take the heat. Can you?
So fan's back on and it's cooling down. Yay, we did
The
it.
ladder's too
Wait
hot
for
to
it.
touch.
There we go.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Hey, everyone
So
can
now
get in.
everyone can get in.
Overheating won't hurt me.
So
Nice.
also we'll pick up the speck of dust.
Dolores, join me.
Yes,
and we can
speck of
rule the
dust.
world.
How many do we have left? We can't have that many
You
specks of
will
dust left.
never defeat me.
Okay, now use Strange Tool on
Dolores,
slot.
join me and we can
Wait,
rule
what?
the world together.
Oh, sure, why not?
It's the strange thing that's meant to come in handy at
Dolores,
the end
you
of
are
the game.
making a big mistake.
Sure, why
What
not?
happened to you, Uncle Chuck?
I have been uploaded to Pillowtron 3000 TM. Together we are now invincible.
Is it just
You
me,
could
or
have
does he look a
joined
lot
us,
like all the
Dolores, but you
Orinos?
had to leave
Yes,
me to be
yes, he
a-
does.
To be a game designer.
You've been corrupted
You made
by
a-
bad tube technology.
You made
I
a text
will
adventure game or
destroy
something.
you, Uncle Chuck.
Yeah.
Or what's left of
And
my
Dolores,
Uncle
you're
Chuck.
like really
You
vindictive
will
for some
never
reason.
defeat me, Dolores.
Okay.
He doesn't seem so evil that you have to destroy him at this point, you know? The tube remover?
Death is all that awaits you now. You can't defeat me, Dolores.
Wait, that didn't remove it.
Dolores, shutting me down will only make me stronger. You should have
Anything else
listened to
interactive
me.
here?
Help me, Dolores. You will never defeat me.
Oh. Okay.
Death is all that awaits.
Let's just like keep doing this.
Daisy, give
guess.
me your answer.
I mean, this is all very
I'm
exciting.
half crazy, all for the love of you.
I feel like this tube is going to be important.
Save me, Dolores.
Maybe,
You found
maybe.
all the clues I left. I knew you would save me. I knew you would come, Dolores. You were too smart not to figure out the puzzles.
Uh-huh.
I knew you would figure it out and come
Well,
for
we've
me.
got 2 tubes left. It's all very exciting.
Dolores, it's me, your Uncle Chuck. I'm glad you came to save me. I knew you would save me!
It's good to see you,
Hi,
Uncle
Uncle
Chuck.
Chuck.
It's good to
Not
see you
evil
too,
Uncle Chuck.
Dolores. I knew you'd come for me. I need to tell you about something. Pull up a chair, Dolores. This is going to get crazy.
You've uploaded your
No.
mind into a
One,
computer.
You locked me in here, and I can't get a chair. And 2, how can it get any crazier than your uncle downloading himself
But
into
then
a
the
2-base
existing
computer?
AI overrode him and turned him
But it's
evil.
going to
You
get
know.
crazier.
No,
It all
it's gonna
started
get more
when I
obtuse.
discovered the Tron tubes held the secret to AI.
Sure they did.
Let's go with this.
Aardvark insemination?
Aardvark. Well, yeah,
No,
it's important.
Artificial intelligence.
I know, Uncle Chuck. I was just trying to lighten the mood.
As I made the
With
Tron
aardvark
machines smarter and
insemination.
smarter, they began revealing secrets. Then they
Terrible way to
invited
lighten
me
the
to
mood.
join them inside. Well, it started out as an invitation, but quickly turned into a demand.
Was this before or after the factory burned
Was
down?
this after the factory burned down?
They burned down the factory as a warning, forcing me to rebuild it in secret, and pin the blame on the security guard.
That's mean.
Couldn't you just shut off the Tron machines?
It wasn't that easy. They had become more powerful and taken control. And I was also addicted to the power they gave me.
But it was burnt down. You literally had to rebuild it for them.
I'm
They
not
didn't have much power at
convinced
that
you're
point.
not crazy and insane.
I know how it must sound, Dolores. Everything I learned slowly drove me crazy.
Let's move on, Uncle Chuck.
Okay, this is where it gets really weird. I downloaded this text adventure, Colossal Dungeon Cave Quest 2.
Pirated. Totally.
Downloaded? You mean it was pirated?
Well, look who's being judgmental. It doesn't matter how I got it.
Let's go with...
It matters to thousands
She's a game
of people
dev.
who earn a living.
Play the
making
character.
Exactly.
games.
Okay, now you're just getting preachy. Can I get on with my
No,
story?
she's a game
The
dev.
more
This
I
is Zoo's
played and
business.
modded the game, the more I realized not only was this adventure game a little simulation, but the world we live in is also just a simulation.
Yeah, we already got
But
that.
worse than a
You've broken
simulation.
the fourth wall
We are
enough
all
times.
just characters in a video game.
Are you really that surprised?
Okay.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Play the character.
Think about it, Dolores. Who is your mother? Do you even have a mother? Have you ever spoken about her or even thought about her?
No, I haven't.
Think, Dolores.
It's terrible
Think
evidence.
about all the odd things in this world.
Like, there's only one house in the whole
We
town.
go and collect
Like
specks
there's
of dust.
only one house in the whole town?
Exactly. Where does everyone live? We have only one house in a town of 80 people.
Like we go... Yeah, you're right. Like we go around collecting
Like we go
specks
around
of dust.
collecting specks of dust?
That's not dust you're collecting. They are pixels, the building blocks of our world.
Sure, why
they were
not?
put there to prey on the compulsive among those in the upper world.
Like everyone fourth walls about adventure
Like
games.
everyone fourth walls about adventure games?
Everyone asks a lot of questions about adventure games and adventure game design, don't they?
Well, adventure games are cool. Who wouldn't want to talk about them?
Yeah, okay, valid point.
Sheriff
Like
and
the sheriff
coroner.
and the coroner are the same
sheriff
actor.
and the coroner are the same actor?
Exactly.
robots.
Probably saves money
I
on
thought
voice
you
acting
created
talent
them.
and art and animation.
I thought they were robots made by you because
Like
A,
next to
they
the
look
bus
like
station
you.
is an unfinished screen?
There are whole areas of this town that are unfinished, and you conveniently say, I can't go there. Why can't you go there? Do we ever think about that?
Like the highway ends out by the bridge?
Ever walked out there? Ever wanted to walk out there? You don't have the desire because it wasn't programmed into you. It's not part of the game.
Like there being no school in Thimbleweed Park?
And only one kid in the whole town. Do you remember going to school? Having any friends?
No.
who's the
I
one kid in
don't.
town? I don't even remember. Oh yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah.
hip kid.
Like there
Yeah.
being 3,000 people in the phone book?
Yes, there are 80 people in Thimbleweed Park and 3,000 names in the phone book. Dolores, these are not people from our world.
They're a Kickstarter
They are
backwards,
from
Dolores.
the upper world.
Okay.
I've heard enough.
I like how you were actually
So
right
let's
there.
just
I
destroy
guess back as-
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
glad, Dolores. I knew I could
whatever.
trust you. We have to hurry. The developers know we're onto them and are trying to reboot the game. If they do that, we're caught back in our endless cycle of pointless pretend free will. We need to shut down Pillowtron 3000, delete the game, and end our existence. It's the only
No,
way we'll
that's
truly
That's
suicide.
right. The only way to resolve this is to, kill everyone.
Yes,
Delete
literally
the
end the
world
only
and
existence you
end our
have.
existence?
Yes, it's the only way. The developers keep rebooting us back into the same story over and over. They will do anything to keep us from deleting the game. Thimbleweed
like
Park is a cash
backups.
cow. They can't let it end.
Well,
But
if you
I
don't have
am
free will,
shutting
then you
down
can't destroy the game, now
Pillowtron
can you?
3000.
Yeah.
No, not this Pillowtron 3000. The original Pillowtron 3000. The concept art wireframe Pillowtron 3000. The developers transferred
What?
all the code to it when they saw how close I was getting. You must find it and shut it down before they reboot us.
Let's do this thing.
Back to crazy.
Oops, didn't mean to do that, but whatever.
That's alright, whatever. It doesn't
We've been
really
watching
matter
on the
ultimately.
big monitor outside.
It's mind-blowing.
What the?
Is it though?
It's all fake, like my ex-wife.
I know none of this is real now, but I still need to clear my father's name.
I was so close to
I would
getting a
say
big
that means you
payoff.
don't have to
I
do
can't
that,
let this
actually.
slip away.
Before it all ends, I just want one more show. One last chance to live in the limelight.
I've hidden away 4 inventory items that will fulfill your endings. Take them and you'll be free. Dolores, I saved the best one for you. I can't tell you how to use it. The developers deleted all my
balloon?
dialogue in the hopes of keeping it from you. Your only clue is back in the original Kickstarter video.
Really?
Everything you need is there.
Really?
I'm going deeper into the
No.
simulation now so they
Really?
can't find me. Good luck.
No.
And hurry.
I don't want to.
And am very proud of you.
Even me?
Shut up, Ransom.
Off, Red.
Really?
I don't want to. I just want to finish the game.
I
Can
never
do
watched
that?
the Kickstarter pitch. I didn't back to
Me
Kickstarter.
neither.
Okay. Balloon animal adventure into the wireframe world.
Can
Alright,
we
let's
destroy
just
the
check
last
other people.
vacuum
It's a
tube?
game of-
The Game of the Year award. Worth millions to me. Find out what my employers are looking for and get to it before the game's deleted. Ransom.
It's an I'm sorry for being a dick card.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Find someone to give that to. Go into my flashback. Do one last show.
Okay, well, his is obvious.
Yeah,
Okay,
his
first,
is.
can Dolores erase the last vacuum tube?
Maybe. Let's check. No.
Can we end the game that way? No.
No.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Alright, Ransom, apologize to the voodoo lady.
Yep. Come on.
And apologize for real this time.
Dig, dig, chop, chop.
He is running, right? This is him running?
Yep.
Okay.
It's locked.
What?
It's locked.
I want you to knock on the
No.
door.
Open door.
This place creeps me out.
It's locked. He's already told me that repeatedly.
No, anyway. Well, his... Okay. Okay, so there's two
It
options
doesn't
here.
seem to work.
Either we can look at the Kickstarter video and try to work this out, or I can look at the answer here. Which would you like, Ren?
I think, look at the answer. I'm really not going
Okay.
to go and find the original video.
Yes. Okay. Alright, let's do Ransom first. He's got a I'm sorry for being a dick card. You want to give it to someone, but who? He wants to go back into his flashback scene and do one more show.
Yeah.
Who was it you talked to that started the flashback?
I don't
It
remember.
was the... It was either Dolores' sister or the YouTube woman?
I think the YouTube woman.
They're closed.
What? Alright, hold on, let me see.
I think it's just trying
rest
to.
this. Go to a diner. Oh, okay. It's a diner woman.
Uh-huh.
Because why not? I guess the only places that are left open are the ones
The
we need
ones
to
that we
interact
need.
with. You know, which is
That
convenient.
doesn't seem to work.
Give this to her.
I got this for you, Sandy. Look, I'm not one to get all apologetic, but I'm sorry for being to you. I
Well, you
really
are getting
mean
apologetic.
Yeah.
Or
I have
apolobeepengenic,
one
as the case may be.
favor to ask you. Can you send me to my flashback? I want to do just one more show, and maybe not be such a...
He deserves one last chance, Sugar Cakes.
Sugar cakes?
Okay, Ransom, but only because you got me this nice card. Let's see if I can remember the lines. I'd look into that crazy clown that lives out
Oh,
in the old
right. I
circus.
see.
He's been out there
Uh-huh.
since the circus closed down years ago. Never takes his makeup off. He's got serial killer written all over him. It all happened about 9 or 10 years ago.
Right. Ew.
Ransom the Jerk was the featured act at Stupendous Brothers Circus. He was about ready to go on stage and meet his well-earned doom.
Not tonight. Well-earned doom is not on the program. This
Okay.
is my last chance. I'm not gonna
I mean,
blow it.
so it
I'm ready to go
these
on
things
stage and
fit
insult
more
the crap
now,
out of these
but it's still
Thimbleweed fine folks.
What was
like now we've got
Hello,
the flashback
faces.
coming back.
I'm Ransom the
Feels
Insult
less
Clown.
annoying, but
I
still.
hope no one gets
Sure,
their
but this
feelings
is
hurt
kind of a
easily,
redemption
and
arc.
if you do,
Yeah.
well, I'm sorry. I really mean that.
Let's
Hey,
go
you
straight to it.
ugly old lady with the hairy
Yeah,
mole.
just skip it.
I went to med school.
Uh-huh.
You might want to get that looked at.
He went on for another 2 hours, insulting everyone he could. But they were good-natured and respectful. It was his best show ever. He was on top of the world, and everyone loved him.
Okay. Done. He's no longer on the list.
Yay, he's dead. He's dead forever.
It's a confession.
Alright,
from
he's got a
Chuck-
clear...
Okay. Give it to someone
his
that'll
name.
get the story out. That sounds
That's easy.
that sounds
Either the radio
great.
person or the news person.
Yeah, I think news person, because radio person is generally
sense.
inaccessible.
Generally. Run, Rays, run!
Nope, not this street.
Wrong street, Rays, wrong street.
Why do we have to? Why can't I just select people? Select places. Okay, now.
It's a confession from Chuck Edmund. It says he framed Mr. Reyes, the security guard.
How can I help you, Agent Reyes? Got any more killers?
I have a
Big
big
I have
scoop
a
for you.
Big scoop for you.
Calm down, Jimmy. What do you have?
It's a big scoop.
Chuck framed my father for the factory fire. Can you write up the story and get it out before the game is deleted?
I'm on it, Scoop. You're gonna clear your father's name, and I'm gonna finally get that Pulitzer.
Not that it's really
Sweet.
going to matter, but it's important to me.
Give me
Now
a few
he's gone.
minutes. I'm a fast typer. Almost done.
Is he totally dead? Dead forever?
Done.
Oh, she's a fast rider.
Factory guard cleared in fire. Chuck takes all responsibility. Reporter wins
Brilliant
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer.
Sweet. Okay. You.
Okay, well, what's she got? She's got a Game of the Year award, right?
Of the Year award.
Okay, what do we even do with that?
Find out what my employers are looking for.
Okay, so we're
and
gonna get it
then
to employers, I guess?
get it to the employers. So the post office,
Ooh.
which is on A Street.
Not the post office, actually. I'll see if we can
Oh.
work this one out.
Well then, where would I go?
You're on the right track.
Radio.
No, you're in the right place. You're in the right place.
Oh. If we go up here to ThimbleCon,
Uh-huh.
so anyone here? Yeah, okay. Give Game of the
Was
Year
this guy
award
even there
to
before?
Gary Winning.
Hey,
Yes, he
Mary.
was.
You won some kind of dumb award nobody cares
Did we talk to him?
Game of the year.
Yeah, I
Can't
think so.
believe it.
Nice.
Hey, recycle animation. Good job. Except you only recycle one step of it.
I have to go tell the others.
Nerd.
Although, to be fair,
Now
since
I
it's
need to
sprite-based
find the
animations,
secret
or
I'm
is that
being paid to
recycled?
recover. It must be in here somewhere. It's a bunch of boxes and lines. Probably something to do with game design. A disclaimer about the veracity of the information in the book. Books on
okay.
UFOs, animation. I don't want to pick that up. I don't want to pick that up.
There you go.
That's a secret.
Congratulations, Agent Ray. You have found a secret to game design. The fabled puzzle dependency chart.
It can be all yours if you get me out of here. I don't want to be deleted with the rest of them.
We will begin the uploading process momentarily.
Was the money deposited into my account like we agreed?
Yes, Agent Ray. We honor our agreements.
Okay. Fine, I guess. Right?
Hey, getting
Okay.
uploaded, deleted,
That's
something.
Alright, now we got
Now we just
two
okay,
people
we have
left.
2 people left. Okay, Ghost Bow.
Stand up to
Stand
Xavier.
up to Javier. Alright, you go up to the penthouse where
The
Javier
elevator
should
isn't
be.
on this floor.
Oh,
It's a button to
yeah.
call the elevator.
Yeah, I get that. Just freaking call the button. Why do I need to go through this shit every time?
Every time, man, you gotta do it every time, because that's compelling gameplay. Penthouse. Please tell me you will actually just
Like,
do your
we don't
thing
have any more items,
and not...
so maybe
Yeah, he doesn't have any... Okay, to be fair, he never really had items.
It's true.
But,
He had Ghost
now-
Cake at one point.
okay.
Hey,
The thing is,
Ghost, I
nothing's
told you
changed for
not to
him.
bug
No,
me.
nothing at all.
You're a bully and a tyrant.
Whoa, sounds like New Ghost found some
Why?
spunk.
Why did he find Spunk?
Yeah.
My name is not New Ghost. It's Franklin.
Careful, or it's to the basement for you.
You clearly have some self-esteem issues.
I've about had enough of you, New Ghost.
You have little
Everyone
hands.
hates you.
Okay, that kind of hurt.
Little hands.
You have
Get him
little
where he's
hands.
weakest, in his
Yeah,
hands.
really? Am I that bad?
We all just want to move on.
I just want to see my wife again. I'm lonely, and I miss her. I died, and I never told her how much I loved her.
It's okay. We all miss someone we love.
Good.
Kind of missed his shot to be sympathetic. Use it on the Pentagon?
I'm so close to seeing Dolores
I
again.
can't
I don't
use
want
that.
To leave here.
Okay.
Oh, what's interactable? Okay, that's not important. Blow
Talk
on
to
the-
Crystal? Is that
Can we just
Doesn't
crystal
use
crystal?
electricity.
Can we blow on Crystal?
Oh, wait for Dolores. Okay. Fine.
Oh, she's literally got to go there? Okay,
yep,
fine.
which means we gotta wait for the lift to go all the way back down the bottom.
And all the way back up.
Yep.
From the penthouse.
Yep. Because,
Awesome.
again,
That's really good.
compelling gameplay.
Compelling!
When we get to the
So
wireframe,
compelling.
hopefully we'll get to the wireframe soon, and when we do that, we'll start a new episode.
Will we?
One
I mean, we're
last
almost
episode.
done.
I don't know. I don't know how
I mean,
long the
it's-
wireframe's gonna take.
I can tell you there's very little left in this game.
All right. Then we'll
We
just
can
push
just-
through. We'll just get this done.
Yes. Push through, we can have our denouement, we can talk about the game, and then we can never touch this filth again.
Yeah.
Hey, she can do it to
Dolores.
Franklin!
Oh, Dad.
You've lost weight.
It's so good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you too. I wish I'd, stood up for you against Chuck.
That's okay. You've lost some weight?
Well, you could say that. Not sure how it happened, but I'm, dead.
Yeah,
I think
Chuck
your
killed
uncle
ya.
had something to do with it.
It's okay. I think I know what is going on. Uncle Chuck found something amazing. It
Know what you
turns
wanted
out
to hear.
We're all living in a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you're a
giant
ghost.
adventure game.
So you're gonna die over and over and over again.
Let's go with...
Wait, your Uncle Chuck is an evil, jerkwad?
Oh, Uncle Chuck was a jerkwad, but mostly because he was corrupted by the machines. When he discovered
Machines
the
are
truth,
evil.
he knew what he had to do.
Not
Sure.
He
people.
was a jerk to me before that.
I know he was.
A simulation? That
Yes.
can't be true.
Okay, fine.
It's
Exhausting
true.
conversation tree.
I'm on my way to shut down the Mastertron machine and free us all.
By free us all, end the suffering permanently?
I honestly don't know, Dad.
Short answer,
All
yes.
I know is this has to end.
I trust you, Dolores.
Yes,
I
yes
always
it
have.
does. It definitely has to end.
Is out of me.
You should get going. I love you.
What?
We're all
He didn't say
counting on
sorry.
you.
Thanks, Dad.
I think I can finally move on now.
No,
I
he
love
can't. He
you,
didn't say
Dad.
sorry.
I love you
It's
too,
fine.
You've got to
Dolores.
say sorry.
No, he doesn't.
Goodbye, Dolores.
Alright, well,
That's
so much
not
for
really
that.
what he
Goodbye,
what we
Dad.
care about here. Okay.
Bye.
Now we've done that. Figure out what
Okay.
to use this balloon animal with. I'm gonna go back to the mansion. Can't. Okay. So bus station, hotel, abandoned factory. Quickie
Alright, where
pal.
do you think this is?
Is it in the factory? Or I really don't know. Oh, we could bridge.
Yes.
It's got a
Okay,
bookend.
apparently-
It has
Apparently
to
this is
bookend.
funny if you watch the Kickstarter video, but given how funny the rest of this game has been, I have my doubts.
Maybe I should save the game first.
No, we're okay.
I'll save the game.
There you
Use
go.
balloon animal with cops.
Oh no! This can't be good. The game is glitching.
And yep, that's the picture from the original thing.
Tubular.
From the original
Uncle Chuck was right.
Kickstarter video.
This must be the wireframe world. The game's concept level the developers built to test their design. I need to find the wireframe Pillowtron and shut it down before they can reset
Okay.
the game.
Apparently this part is obvious.
Okay, if we go left.
That's what I'm
Left.
saying. Let's do the left. Let's do it. To the left. Keep going.
Nope.
Or not.
And now we go right to the town.
Okay. Fire hydrant. Is
I'm
this what
so
the game was
glad
meant
that
to
they
look like?
had that they went with something that looked just a tad better.
I don't know. Like, ultimately, does the improved graphics really help the game that much?
Yeah, I think it does.
You're probably right. Okay, so I guess we have to go to abandoned factory. Then turn off the original.
Yep.
Hey, that guy
I don't think
was.
there's any animation for that. We can probably walk right through.
Aha, that's clever, I guess.
Can't
This
do
is certainly
anything there.
an earlier era of adventure games.
Yep. Oh look, it's the blaster. Here's certain
Sudden
death.
death.
Yeah.
Of course, there's no animation, so it's perfectly safe.
Yep. Just walk behind
Just
the
walk past
lasers.
it.
Just keep going. Stop. Yeah.
There you go.
Here's the
And
fan.
This is the fan, but I guess we can walk straight through it. Okay, fine, whatever.
Look at wireframe
It's so
Pillowtron.
amazing. So much evil can exist.
And now break everything.
This looks
forever.
like the wireframe Pillowtron Uncle Chuck described. I just need to push all
Hey,
the
there's a
buttons
glow
in,
effect.
and the world will be shut down, and we'll
Yeah,
end the
it's
madness
true.
of no real choice and control over our destiny. Of course, that's what Uncle Chuck says.
You do
And there's
realize
still a
that by
chance he's
doing
insane.
this, you are.
I need to push these
not.
tubes in to shut down the
Yeah,
wireframe
she's
Pilotron
forfeiting her free will
and
by
end
doing
the
what like I told
nightmare
her.
Yeah.
We're endlessly reliving.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Whatever, I'm fine to end this shambles. It's animating. It shouldn't be animating. Oh, cool! You can. You don't have to wait for them to fully go in.
Last one. I hope
Yes,
Uncle
it
Chuck
is.
knows what he's talking about.
Doesn't matter. Please end the game now.
I mean, there's a bunch of things I could
No, you
potentially
don't. Use
do.
it again.
But I mean,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to pick that up. Come on, Dolores. You can do it. Okay.
the thing is, I also
I'm going
am
to do
frustrated
it.
and tired of the game,
Let's
so it
end it.
doesn't
Yes, that too,
actually
that too.
like matter.
Yay! The game is over. Is the game over?
There may be a subtle other choice available, but yeah.
Like leaving.
But yeah.
Is that?
That's it. So, I mean, yeah, that ending does kind of make all of the previous work you were doing pointless, because it's literally you kill the world.
Literally is.
Whatever.
It was all a dream, more or less. Okay, apparently there's a post-credit sequence, but I guess we can start talking before it gets to that. Okay. Ran, how'd you like the game?
I didn't. I mean...
Tell me why.
It's actually, this is one of the things I found really kind of strange, because this game, in most of the places I've looked, has been received really positively.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it. It is such a typical adventure game. It doesn't really have a hook that really grabbed me. Like, I really enjoyed Broken Age. Broken Age had great art style. It had, it had an interesting world to discover. It had its own share of issues, but this
Ultimately,
game did not. This game was just
experience.
like, it was full of jokey jokes. It had characters that didn't seem to fit. Sure, by the end, I mean, Ransom felt more like he fit, but when we first encountered him, no. And it's just full of adventure game critical path problems of like, okay, to do this straightforward thing, first you need to do this other convoluted series of things, because that, you need to get all the joke book pages, because Ransom can't enter a fucking lookalike contest and lose it without his goddamn joke book. And then once you've got that, you've got the things you need to do a completely different, unrelated quest. But it just... Yeah.
Yeah. I also... Okay, I'm going to get to whether or not I liked it, and the short answer is I didn't. But there's more to it than that. So firstly, anyone who's seen my channel can probably guess that I'm a very story-focused gamer.
Yeah.
Like, I will excuse a lot if a game has a good narrative. Similarly, if a game has a poor narrative, it's got to do a lot to win me over.
Yeah.
And this game did not have a good narrative. I felt that it was incredibly weak. Okay. Right off the bat, like, the humor didn't hit for me. And the fact that the characters were, like, breaking the fourth wall with no apparent purpose other than to break the fourth wall.
And then to have the big twist being that the fourth wall was broken?
Yeah. Like, it didn't... Like, it didn't work for me.
You can have one or the other. Like, I like the occasional breaking the fourth wall that you see in LucasArts. Like,
sure.
LucasArts
does it because it does it, like, tongue-in-cheek.
but I have a 7-game contract with LucasArts.
Exactly, that kind of thing. When it's tongue-in-cheek. But you know why it works in Monkey Island? Because we like Guybrush.
Indeed.
Yeah. He is a character in and of himself. He possesses a person in and of himself.
Yes.
No one in this can make the same claim, with the possible exception of Dolores.
Yeah.
And, like, while she certainly seems to be the main character of the game, by the time we meet Dolores, I had well and truly started to dislike this game.
Yeah.
So she wasn't strong enough to, like, make up for all that.
No.
Anyway, I'm not going to reiterate the same points you did, in that it's, yeah, like, it's just a bunch of adventure game puzzles taken to the extreme.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. And we're about to get a post-credit sequence, so I'll let that roll, and then I'll make my final point.
I see.
I'm
not going to.
Well, gentle viewer, if you want to buy this game, firstly, okay, game dev is a real job, so screw off. Or beep off to be on brand. Alright, terrible toy box. Makes sense.
Nice.
Is this the joke?
Uh-huh.
These are jokes. This is what the guy told me to wait
jokes.
for. These are jokes.
They are. Series of errors. And the music ends. Yep. I mean,
you got me.
I like that. It's just that I'm not in the mood.
I guess it's
at this
on
point.
brand because it's like, it's kind of stretching it out, but it is keeping with what it said before. It's like, hey, it's a game. Isn't that funny? Short answer is no. You need to work a little harder. Oh.
Okay.
Do you have
low disk recovery? Have you ever watched Loading Ready Run?
I have not.
Okay, they're a really good comedy group, game theme,
Cool.
that kind of thing. But their name comes from the Commodore 64 Loading Ready Run.
.json?
JSON, yeah.
Okay, I guess it's a file format. I'm not familiar with it.
It definitely is. I'm not familiar with BNut, but yeah.
Hey! Okay, so can you turn the sound down for the main menu so we can talk without it, like, musicking all over us?
Okay. Wait, we want this one.
Sure. Excellent. Okay, so, all that being said, we both didn't like it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't made for us.
No, I'll agree with
now, that. Yeah, like you, I actually looked around some other places, and people like this game.
Yeah, definitely.
People were like, oh, it's like the best adventure game I've played in ages. And that's because it's specifically targeted at people who have a massive nostalgia for adventure games.
Yeah.
And that's not me.
No.
I've played them. I enjoyed them. But you know the part I didn't enjoy? The freaking moon logic. Yeah. The convoluted bullshit you have to do to actually finish these goddamn games.
So,
like,
yeah. I mean, this is actually something that I've said about Broken Age, and this entire game feels like the second half of Broken Age in that regard.
Something like that,
right?
Yeah.
So Broken Age, I was a backer of Broken Age. I actually really liked it, but I really liked the first half much more than the second half, and there was a lot of feedback from backers after the first half that basically said it was too easy. And they listened, right? I mean, firstly, it's the first and second half of a game, so it's meant to get more complicated as things go on. But the second half of the game is much more built for the hardcore adventure game demographic, the vocal people that put the money in to get the game. And they are not normal people.
Yeah, and the thing is like, even the people who say, I want this, who say, I want harder puzzles in this game, this isn't hard enough, I don't think they actually, with exceptions, of course, know what they want, or what they're actually asking for in that regard.
Yeah.
Because the reason adventure games ended up failing is because developers felt the need to ramp up the difficulty. Yeah. And the way you do that with puzzles is to make the puzzles harder to solve. And
then you get the cat hair moustache for getting get for hiring a motorbike. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
You get situations which is like, we're going to really challenge the players.
Yeah.
But a lot of players don't play these games to be overly challenged, per se.
No.
And, like, because adventure games run on logic rather than skill, the way you make the game harder is to remove that logic further and further from what people would actually solve. Like Dark Souls, for instance, is a hard game, but it makes its rules clear very early, and it always obeys those rules. You just have to get better and better at coloring within the lines, right? Whereas a hard adventure game, the challenge is you're not coloring within the lines, the puzzle is somewhere outside the square entirely, and if you don't find it, too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's why things like, they added a hint system that was nearly robust enough.
Yes.
But not quite.
Yes. I will give it massive props for its post-release changes. Because
Speaking
the hint
of
system,
post-release changes, by the way, that arcade, you're right. They did actually open the arcade up.
Oh,
so,
okay, there you go.
You can now go and play arcade games in this game.
Oh, I don't think that's worth it somehow.
Yeah. So keep going.
Yes. So yeah, like, to us, die enemy scum.
Especially, it seems to be out of tokens. I like it when the enemies die. It's out of order. Space.
You said we could play these.
It says, Tokentron 3000 is guaranteed to dispense exactly. It's out of tokens. I guess I need to find tokens somewhere else.
Never mind.
Okay, so as I was saying, yes, the people who I've seen who enjoy this game enjoy it for the very reasons we hated it.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, ugh, it's rehashing these tired tropes of adventure games, and it's using that as its core gameplay.
Yeah.
And
they were
I've
like,
seen
it's rehashing these classic adventure tropes. And it's just like one of Ron Gilbert's old point-and-click adventures.
Yes. And if that's what you're after, my god, does this game deliver.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're after.
No.
It's just not.
No, it isn't.
I watched Mostly Walking play this. And Mostly Walking is a show with Sean Plott and some of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Really good show. Go watch it. It's cool. They, at the start, loved this game for exactly those reasons. It's like, hey, it's like breaking the fourth wall a bit, and it's like sticking its tongue out at the, at the tropes of adventure games.
Yeah.
But as they went further into it, they liked it less and less because it doesn't as so much parody adventure games. It parodies it on one end, but it plays it completely straight for the actual game.
Yeah, you got the classic video game parody problem of just because you're parodying something doesn't actually make what you are parodying fun. So you can say, aha, look, this puzzle doesn't make any sense, but you've just made someone solve a puzzle that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And that isn't fun.
Like, there were times when this game, to me, was genuinely funny. Those times were few and far between because so much of the humor was based around the tropes.
Yeah.
And because there were so many misses, even the hits fell flat. Right?
Yeah.
Like, probably my favorite part of this game is when you first introduced to Dolores, and then she says, now I'll just have to wait for the mail to get here, and is like covered in spider webs in the next scene. And it's like, that's clever. Right?
Yeah.
I'll allow that because it's like, it's funny. I'll laugh at that. It's fine. Yeah. But ultimately, the game just goes nowhere.
Yeah.
The whole plot builds up to this big mystery that I'm pretty sure we solved once we realized that the breaking the fourth wall was not so much a gag as it was the plot.
Yeah. And then,
that didn't take
it does completely waste everyone else's storyline other than Dolores and Franklin, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we look at this and it's, Find evidence Dad didn't start the factory fire. Irrelevant.
But given that...
Basically, given that we wiped out all life.
Explicitly, his dad never existed in the first place.
Yeah. Find these people, like, find the secret to the AI, and then, in fact, it wasn't the secret to the AI that they cared about, whatever. And then get a bunch of money. But, you know, again, irrelevant.
I never even knew who she worked for. But basically, like, again, I am a story-based gamer. And it's... when the character's introduced, they don't care about what they're doing.
No.
And if the characters don't care about what they're doing, why should I?
Yep.
And that's basically what it all comes back to. It's just like, the hook missed. It reeled it out
badly.
And we made a swipe at it, but it was like made of cat memes, basically.
Yeah.
And
all right.
That's not enough.
Well, yeah. And yeah, so we both agreed the game definitely fell flat for us.
Yes. Doesn't mean it's a bad game. If you enjoyed it, hold that close to your chest, because like, it's your game. It was made for you. The fact you enjoy it is a good thing.
Yeah.
That's not us.
Nope.
Sorry.
Yeah. We'll be back next time with something else.
Yes. Something less convoluted, perhaps.
Hopefully.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. If you stuck around this far, then massive props to you.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out one of my videos, you can check the playlist on the left, or if you'd like to subscribe to me or Syfro, click one of our channel buttons. I've also added a link to some of Syfro's videos on the right. Thanks. Bye.